joining us today for our Who's Hiring Now series. My name is Maya Walsh, and I am an employer relations specialist here with Cuyahoga Community College in the Career Center. I am joined today by John Ayers from Meijer, who is the Regional Human Resources Director. I'm excited to have John on the call today so that he can share with you Meijer, what it's about, and what types of positions they are hiring for. So thank you, John, for joining us today, and go ahead and take it away.
Well, thank you, Maya. It's a pleasure to be with you today and take everybody through a little bit about Meijer and some hiring that we're doing now, some upcoming hiring, and what Meijer is all about. So I'm excited to be with you today.
Thank you. Thank you. So, John, can you tell us a little bit about Meijer? Give us kind of an overview, because I'm not so sure that all of our students and alumni know what Meijer is. So if you can give us a little overview, that would be fantastic.
Sure, Maya. Be happy to do that. So in my PowerPoint here, I've got a couple slides that'll help me tell the story. So I'm going to flip over to those. So I want to talk a little bit about our history, core values, and community impact today. But let me tell you a little bit about Meijer. So Meijer was founded in 1934. And most people don't realize that we have been around more than 85 years. So it is the third generation of the Meijer family that are still heavily involved with the organization. Although our current president, Rick Keys, grew up with the company and actually started out as an intern as a pharmacist quite a few years ago. But we're very happy, obviously, from a career standpoint, that he started as an intern and grew to be president of the company. And another item that most people don't realize, really, we were the first supercenter concept. And what I mean by that is when you go to one location and you can get grocery, you can get soft lines, your general merchandise. Obviously, Meijer has a little bit of everything for the most part in the store. And we were the first retailer to really start that concept, which was in 1962. So what you see here is a picture on the left-hand side. That's Fred Meijer, who was CEO and president for many years. He passed away in 2012, but this is him as a child, actually at his father's store when we first started it during the Depression in the early 30s. So a little bit more details and some numbers about us. So we have stores in 6 states currently. This map is a little hard to see, so I'll just talk to some of these numbers that you see here. We are a very large organization, and most people don't realize that. We have 251 Meijer stores. We have 3 market format stores, which are actually kind of a small footprint that really just concentrates on grocery. It's kind of a new format that we're trying, and we have several of those locations. Not in Northeast Ohio yet, but certainly may have some of those in the future. And out of our 251 stores, we're really concentrating a lot of our new stores in Northeast Ohio, which we're very excited about to be in those communities as we continue to grow and move forward. We also have 20 distribution centers across the Midwest, 7 manufacturing facilities, and those are actually that ranges from 2 dairy plants to a bakery to a number of different facilities that we actually make our own products. That's really a neat concept for us. And then what you see here also is we have 3 new stores coming in 2021. And 2 of those are going to be in Northeast Ohio, which we're super excited about. We're going to have one in Boardman, which is in Youngstown, and then our location in Seven Hills, which is just around the corner there from Tri-C's campus, one of Tri-C's campuses. So we're very excited about that. And we just recently opened 2 new stores in Brimfield Township and Lorraine this past summer.
Wow, such exciting things on the horizon for Meijer. And thank you so much for that company overview. I know I didn't know all of those different things. And how exciting that your president was an intern and he made it all the way to the president. So it just goes to show you can start your career as an intern and you never know where it may take you. So John, what is the difference? Because obviously there are now additional stores that do the same thing that you do. So what would you say the difference between Meijer compared to others in your industry would be. How would you describe your culture?
Sure. Well, we have some pillars that are really based upon our everyday decision making that we have and how we interact with each other and our communities that we serve. So, what you see on the screen here is a little bit about our core values. And these are the 5 pillars. And obviously, not necessarily in this order. When you think of safety and health, obviously, we want everybody to go home as they came in, whether it's in a distribution facility or in a store. But it's really around freshness, family, competition, customers, and safety and health, as I mentioned. At the heart of it, we really are a family-based organization, and I'm really proud to say that from that perspective, that a lot of our decisions and things that we do, take our team members into account, and we really become entrenched in the communities that we serve. Obviously, if we don't have customers, we don't have a company and we don't have a store. So we really try to differentiate ourselves on being very pro customer service, very friendly from that perspective. And we're really always looking at our competition to make sure that we're staying abreast of what's going on out there in the communities with our competition, but also staying ahead of some of those things as well. And then what really sets Meijer apart is our fresh areas. And what I mean by that is, if you're thinking about produce or bakery or meat in a traditional grocery store, we really pride ourselves on giving a fantastic price for our products, no matter what it is, but really having the freshest products that are available. And you saw we had a number of distribution centers around the Midwest, and most of them are very close to our store locations, which enables us to get the product to the stores very quickly. And part of our focus is also around these 3 simple pillars. And it's customer focus, win with our team, and passion to compete. And when we talk about strategies that we work on both internally as an organization or from the team members in the stores themselves, it's really around those 3 simple things. We focus on the customers. We obviously win with our team and from a benefits perspective and just how things go with our team members. And obviously we have a passion to compete. We like to have fun. Obviously a lot of times when you're working potentially 8 hours a day, you spend a lot of time within the store, and we try to be obviously a family, but also have fun and do some different things around that. So those are our 3 kind of simple pillars that we kind of follow up on. And then some other items that really sets us apart here, and I mentioned one of these earlier, the customer experience there you see on the left and the urban market design. Those are new store formats that we're doing, and sometimes you just can't get the real estate to fit a traditional Meijer store. And we're really going into some urban settings or even out in the suburbs in some areas where maybe the land just isn't available to put a smaller footprint grocery store, which we're very excited about. And then you see innovation and test center, the test kitchen, one of my favorite places. We do our own quality, and we're always trying to look for new products, one that we carry, and quite candidly that we make ourselves. And certainly taste test there. We have our own cooking facility that we taste test and do all those things. And then we're really cutting edge when it comes to innovation. The picture you see there is an automated warehouse. Basically, we have 2 facilities, and we're actually building a 3rd facility where, for instance, if you're in a Meijer store and there's an aisle that has all the paper products in one aisle, when you talk about paper plates and toilet paper, we do have toilet paper now. Starting the pandemic was a little challenging, but obviously we do have that in stock now. But those automated warehouses, actually, they're robotic, and they will go to the appropriate area and pick that out, put it on a pallet, and then literally it shrink wraps it and it's ready to go on the truck. And then when it comes off the truck, it goes to, let's say it's aisle 7 is where all the paper products are in our store, and you just take it right there. So there's no sorting, there's no anything. It's literally the pallet is built by robots and it's ready to go in the store.
Well, you certainly have a lot going on. My goodness, so many impressive innovations, and love the fact that you're family focused and also having fun. That's important. I'm glad to know that the Meijer stores that I shop in are just like that. And I know you're going to talk about what you do with the community, and I can actually speak to that as well because in my community, I've seen that Meijer has given back significantly to our local school system. So we do thank you for that. That's always something nice when working for a company, knowing that they invest in the community that you live in as well.
Thank you, Maya. So yeah, you see on the slide, we really focus on food giving. Each store is really aligned to a food pantry in their local area that we provide support from that perspective, and also our customers several times a year can buy a gift card where that gift card will be aligned with that food pantry as well, which is really nice from that perspective. And there's different, obviously, local communities that we're affiliated with. When you talk about United Way, American Cancer Society, American Red Cross, you see an example here of, potentially a zoo and different areas in our footprint, but also, from Meijer Pharmacy, from that perspective, pharmacy is a big part of our business. And there are a number of prescriptions and different things that are at zero cost to people that support our pharmacies. So there are a lot of different things that we do and affiliated in communities that we are involved with. And we're really making inroads in Northeast Ohio as well, not just at the local stores nearby in the communities that they might be in, but a bigger perspective in the greater Cleveland area as well when you talk about the food banks and different things that we support there. So we're really excited to be a part of those as we move forward.
And we are really excited to have you be part of those. So thank you. Thank you for your commitment. So John, question for you. Does Meijer offer benefits to students or just general benefits for whomever applies for your positions? So when you work at Meijer, are there benefits that are offered?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we're very excited from a full-time perspective. Certainly, we have really good benefits when it comes to the traditional retail benefits, but also we offer a discount program, whether that's on hard goods and soft lines, but also on Meijer food products. So we're very excited to offer that to our team members, where you actually do get discounts on Meijer products. And we also run special discounts at different times for either different products or different certain areas of the store at different times of the year, obviously, where our team members can really save from that perspective. And one thing that we have, it's called M-Perks. That's something that as a regular customer, you can sign up for, and you can clip coupons. You also earn different rewards for different amounts that you spend on everyday items that you may have. And then also something new for us that we're really driving is our curbside pickup. That's an opportunity right now where obviously our team members can use that as well. You can order your groceries and have them ready. You can pick it up within a certain window, which is very nice, whether it's our own team members and competencies. And we really offer a great training programs from a team member perspective, whether it's coming on board and working in grocery or a cashier in the service desk, any of those type of areas. But realistically, and one thing I'm very proud of is we have some really great training programs for if you're a team member and you come on board and you raise your hand and you really want to do more from a leadership perspective. We have training programs. The next level up would be a team leader for us in a different department. And we have a great training program over multiple weeks to give everybody an overview of the different areas, but also focus on their area where they may land. And then they can also be a line leader and be a future store director for us. We really drive internal promotions from our team members that's here. And it's a very exciting process for us to be able to see people grow their career to get where they want to be, especially for me being in HR. And then we do a lot around recognition and engagement. And what I mean by that, There's a couple things that we do. We just actually finished a survey where we just ask our team members really how we're doing and things that we can improve on. But we do a ton around engagement, whether it's as simple as having an ice cream social in a store to just getting feedback and really improving on the different areas to make our team members' lives more simple on a daily basis and really just make sure that we have the best environment for our teams.
Wow. Well, again, very, very impressive. And it's so nice to hear, too, that there are so many opportunities from start to finish, if you will. And actually, really, it doesn't sound like there's ever really an end point. So I guess the next $1,000,000 question that everybody wants to know, what positions are you currently looking to fill? Are they part-time, full-time, internship, seasonal? What's going on at Meijer?
Sure. Well, this slide here is certainly a busy slide, but I'll just speak to the different opportunities in retail, and then I'll get into the particulars. When you think about working in a retail grocery store, sometimes you may not think about there's all kinds of different directions that you can go, whether it's working in the store itself or branching out into different areas from a support role, even at our corporate office, which is in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Myself personally, when I joined Meijer, I've been with them now 7 years. I started in the supply chain side of the business in human resources. So I started in a whole different footprint of the business before I came into the retail side. And my career journey with Meijer is not atypical. I certainly raised my hand and said, hey, I'd like to do other items or other things. And if you do that and you put the work in, and there's certainly a lot of support here to be able to get our team members and leaders to the area that they would like to get to. But some of the different things here is not only can you move into different areas of the organization, but there are careers also in asset protection, there's finance, obviously HR from a career perspective, but a number of different things. And even when you come into the store, if you come in as a working in service, that doesn't mean that you can't go work on the grocery side if you wish to do that. We try to fit people to their schedule availability. Obviously, most of our business, obviously, you would think is on the weekends, which obviously we do weekends and evenings, but we really try to work around team member schedule and school schedule and those type of things. But when you talk about current openings and where we are right now as we head into the holiday season for us, the local stores in Northeast Ohio that we have right now are Stowe, Avon, Mentor, Lorraine, and Brimfield Township. We are currently hiring in really all those stores for the holiday push, and some of those are permanent positions when it comes to part-time positions and seasonal. We have short-term roles as well that can lead actually to be converted over. So we're really focusing on that curbside, as I mentioned before, pickup, cashiers, courtesy clerks, and third shift stocking. Doesn't mean if you don't, if you currently work in some type of grocery store field, whether it's in deli, bakery, or cake decorators, those type of things, you'll see those positions posted out there on our website, and you can just type in that location, individual location out there, and our current positions will open up. And those change all the time, so I'd encourage everybody to take a peek there regularly for that.
John, really quickly, because I know we're going to now talk about your new store in Seven Hills, but all of the other stores that you mentioned, including now the Seven Hills stores, are your stores accessible by public transportation?
Yeah, great question. Actually, almost all of our stores, and candidly, they have a bus stop either in the parking lot or near the parking lot of those store locations that I pulled up. So very excited to say that. And, that certainly makes things easier from a transportation perspective.
Thank you. Yes, it does.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about our hiring for our upcoming store. So our new store will be in Seven Hills, which is certainly near the campus there at Tri-C. And we haven't really started hiring for the hourly roles there at this point. The store is still currently being built, but and some of these dates may fluctuate a little bit, but we'll certainly partner with Tri-C and let them know when we're ready to post and work through this. But in December, we'll be posting for some key roles for those team members to come on board and do some extensive training before we even move into the store to set it up. And these are examples of those: cake decorators, meat cutters, team members for our gas station, inventory control team members. And some of these roles are part-time, some of them are full-time. And then really the first week of January, the entire store will be posted at that point for all the different roles that we have. And those will be full-time as well. Some of them will be, but there will also be a number of part-time positions and a few short-term if it's something that someone's looking for work for just a short time as we get up and running for next year.
Great, wonderful, thank you. So one last question for you, because this is another question that's very, very important, and we want to make sure that anybody who does apply knows what is important. So what is it that you look for in a candidate? You know, what would you say maybe your top 3 things are that you look for in a candidate who applies for a position at Meijer?
Sure, absolutely. So just because you don't have experience in those different areas that I named off, whether you've never worked in a grocery business before, whether it's deli, bakery, or even soft lines area, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't apply for us. If you really are interested in really doing something different every day, and you're really a team player and really want to do something that's different, that's the type of person that we're looking for. We'll train you to do those different roles in different areas that you're interested in, and we'll try to match up whoever applies to what they're really truly interested in at that time. But it's not really imperative that you have the experience in the background. That's certainly very helpful. But even if you're coming to us from a service industry or a restaurant, or worked in the hotel industry, you've worked with the public before, and obviously we're working with the public every day, and certainly those things can translate to us.
Fantastic. So everyone that is on this webinar today, or this workshop today for Who's Hiring Now, the information to apply for any jobs at Meijer, as you can see on the screen, it says jobs.meijer.com. You can also follow Meijer on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, lots of different ways to connect with Meijer. But again, most importantly, how to apply, you will apply on their website at jobs.meijer.com. I want to thank you so much, John, today for coming and talking to our students and alumni and community members about these great opportunities that you have at Meijer. Really thank you so much for all the helpful information that you imparted today. And I certainly hope that some of our students, alumni, and community members will take advantage of these great opportunities at a great organization. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maya. Pleasure being with you today.
Thank you. Have a good day.